This is new. These gas pipes, that's what they are. I believe it's natural gas. Used to not be covering the road. So this used to be the easiest way to get back up into this uranium mining area, but now there's this. So, and it looks like people maybe have started driving over them, but it's like just as bad all the way on the other side of the road here. So I'm gonna walk it really quick and see if there's a way I can do it without having to go completely all the way around. We'll see. That's the problem with a lot of these areas, is that over the winter, they just get hammered with rains and all kinds of stuff coming down through here. So flash floods, and it really changes the landscape. I mean, this looks like it had a raging river coming down through here, but you know, it's just the way it is sometimes. So we'll see if I can actually get through here and then back on the road. I mean, it's not looking horrible, but it's definitely gonna be a little rocky, a little off camber, stuff like that. This road is way worse than it was last year. Came here back in 2024. It was nothing like this. This is just like a lot. And I've been coming out here for a couple years now, and I've never seen it like this. But it definitely looks like you could drive through here. After a flood like this, actually, it's a good time to look for uranium. I actually see some right here. It's a little bit of uranium. You just kind of tell from the color. And just right here in the middle of the road. I'm sure there's plenty of pieces all up and down here. Just uranium laying here in the middle of the road. Uranium's just washed down from up on top of the hill here into the road. And these pieces aren't too crazy. I mean, there's some, yeah, I can tell by looking at the color here. It has like kind of like a green to it. It's usually kind of a good way to look for uranium in this area. It's like 19, 20,000 counts per minute, nothing that crazy. It's definitely uranium. It's definitely radioactive, but I'm just gonna leave it there. I already picked up one piece. I don't need to bring so much home with me. All right, let's see if this works. I had to do a little rock stacking because I've seen that people have scraped their oil pans or skid plates or whatever right there, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to try and put my wheel right there, the other wheel right there, and hopefully it works out. I'm just going to go out slow, creep towards it, make sure it's looking good, and stack rocks accordingly. And yeah, there's uranium all around me. All right, let's try this out. right, back out here at the McCormick. Now I'm going to go to, I believe it's the Louise Tunnel. That's where I'm trying to get to today. But usually whenever I go up to this area, I try and get to, or I try and check in on some of the mines and see how they've changed since the last time I was here, because I was here about a year ago. So, I mean, we'll see. I'd also like to get a shot on 35mm film of the entrance of the McCormick, if it's still here, which it should be. I mean, they had it all strapped up and everything. So, yeah, I don't think it's collapsed. It's such a beautiful day today. It's like not too hot. I mean, the sun's kind of beating on me a little bit, but it's not bad. All right, let's see what's over here. Yeah, Geiger counter's alerted me. This collapsed area is always one of those scary things. You don't know what's going to happen. So I try and get across it quick. All right, let's go down and check this out really quick. Hopefully there's no snakes. Be fantastic. I haven't run into any snakes out here before. But yeah, this place is so cool. Wow. That's so cool. Definitely one of my favorite mines to go to. It's like got a lot of character with these straps. Yeah. It's a pretty cool mine though. All right, well, since this isn't the main focus of today, I'm actually just gonna go get my film camera, snap a couple shots, and then try and find the Louise Tunnel, which should be down around over here up above. So we'll see. Figured I'd walk the top of this again, just kind of see if anything else has collapsed in. That shaft around here somewhere. Oh, it's right up here. Yeah, I guess they didn't mine this area. The McCormick mine, they didn't mine it very deep. It's actually a pretty shallow mine. I think that did go deeper. Oh, this whole thing. I'm not even getting close to that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so this was like, last time I was here, this was all covered up. Like I almost stepped out onto this last time. So you just gotta be real careful around here. Like how far down does this go? Can't really tell. Far down enough, I don't want to go down there. I guess it's not that bad. It's definitely not a place you'd want to fall down. Yeah. Oh boy. Hold it. Man. So last time I came out to the McCormick, that was completely covered up, and now it's completely exposed. I am so glad I did not fall down that last time I was out here. And that's why you gotta be so careful in these mining areas, because there could be a hidden shaft or a false floor or something, even above ground. It does actually need to be down in the mine. So be very careful exploring places like this. I kind of want to say, oh, don't come out here, it's too dangerous. You know what? I would imagine that most people watching these videos are adults. And because you're adults, you should make adult decisions. That's what I'm trying to say. So you can take your life into your own hands and risk death and have an exciting life. That's fine, whatever. But you could also, you don't need to do that if you don't want to. I'm not saying it's safe out here by any stretch of the imagination. It's dangerous, but it's also exciting. Alright, so after I started that hike, I started to realize that there was a trail that I could drive a good ways the way up. So I decided to do that. Backtrack, go back up. And while I was here, I snapped a couple of 35mm photos of this really cool scene with the La Salle Mountains and some red rock. So now I'm actually going to go look for these mines and see what I see. Because I've only seen these from the air. Like last year I sent my drone up here, got some footage to see if I could track down these mines, because they were kind of a little elusive for me at least. So, well, see what they're like up close. Because obviously I didn't send the drone into any of them because I was starting to lose signal. So this should be kind of exciting. At least I'm hoping for it to be somewhat exciting. I mean, I have no idea if that Louise tunnel actually goes in or if it's completely sealed off. So we'll both be the first ones to see. This in the middle of the road. It's a good sign. It's a little uranium mining core. Yeah, probably some more around here somewhere. Let's leave it here for now. Now, I might have been able to come all the way back here with my truck, but what I was concerned about was trying to turn around. Like if I encountered like some type of the road being blocked by a landslide or something like that, there's really no room to turn around here. So I don't like backing out of spots, especially on trails like this. It's not ideal. Wow. Pretty cool. Looks like it might be backfilled in there. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm getting dusted with radon particles right now. Like I hear my Radicode going off, listen. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be radioactive now. Now I'm not so worried about that because it's only for about, 24 hours or something like that. And the Radeye B20 that I brought with me will probably be contaminated now. So, but I'm not really planning on going too far back into these mines. But man, this one is huge. That's a giant haulage tunnel. That just goes. It looks like this was actually some type of loader. So they'd actually take the ore from that tunnel I was just at, and they had this like little cutout in the hillside going up here to this, and then there'd be a truck that'd probably come here, get loaded up, and then drive back down. It's crazy. Uranium used to be big business back in the day. It's a lot of work, especially out here. But when the uranium boom was happening, it was bigger than the gold rush, because it was all government subsidized. By the way, this is kind of interesting. So there was radon in there. So now I'm contaminated. But at least my meter was in my bag, so I didn't get the full brunt of it. Looks like some type of tractor, loader, mucker. I don't know, hard to say. I don't know old mining equipment like others do. But wow. Looks like it's gonna be here for a while. It's gonna take a while for this to completely rust out. But wow. Looks like it was built to last. Look at all this stuff. Like the chain system right here. Pretty cool stuff. I always like finding like old machinery out in mines. It's pretty cool. Just get to learn a little bit more about the whole process that would have taken place back then. All right, getting close to the end of the line here. This is where they're running power to the mine. That's all that's left. Is that power pole. Or at least, I think that's all that's left. I mean, I just got here, so. But you can see how the road ends up here. So this is the end of the line, the last mine. And I think this is the Luis Tunnel, something like that. So, let's see what that's like. Wow. Pretty crazy. Well, at least I got signal. There's a powder room. I don't see any workings going anywhere. Huh. That rock looks a little precarious there. Just slightly. So I believe this is the Louisa Tunnel. Smells like a mine. I'm sure it's gonna dump a bunch of more radon daughter products, or daughters, onto me. Ooh, yeah, I just felt the cold air. Yep. All right, let's go huff some radon. Whoa. This place is a big. Wow. Yeah, I need a better flashlight. Whew. Wow. This is pretty amazing. I wonder how far back this goes. Because I remember down below here, there's also a big haulage tunnel, like as big as these, but it's just down below. So I don't know if these are all trying to meet up at the same uranium deposit that's further down. That's why all these are kind of like going down like an incline. Not sure, but it looks like they made them so they weren't so steep, so they could actually have vehicles probably driving in here going to the lower levels of the mine. All right, now I need to actually bring my flashlight here, because wow, it's pretty cool. I mean, I'm not gonna go like deep down. In fact, this is kind of as comfortable as I feel like, you know, being inside of this mine. I don't want to go deep down in here alone. It's just one of those things. Obviously, this place was closed, but since it's so remote, you know, people just open up the lock and can go inside. But wow. It's a pretty cool mine. I've never seen the inside of it. I've seen people post like pictures of the outside of the mine, but never the inside. All right, let's see if I can go get my flashlight, my really powerful one, and my I have a hard hat with a light on top of it too to go explore mines with. So yeah, this is a good like little first encounter with this mine. I'm gonna see if I want to keep that encounter going. So now I'm using the little DJI Osmo Pocket 3 camera. It'll just be a lot better for me to go back out there because trudging around that tripod with that A7S III on it, it's just not as much fun as you think it might be. So I think this will be good for just a quick look inside some of those mines. I have my brighter flashlight. Should be okay. I just want to get this done while I'm here and not have to come back later because it was kind of a pain in the butt to get up here. So this is a Klein Tools helmet, not the carbon fiber one. And if you're looking to get one, I can't remember if it's on Lowe's or something. I tried looking for it on Amazon, but I didn't see it. If I find it, I'll post a link for it. So far I'm liking it. It's not bad. Light's pretty good. Nice and bright. So we'll see how it fares in the mine. I also have my other light too, so that should be good. All right, let's see how this looks. So now, just to be clear, I'm only going down into this, not really thinking like there's any, you know, bad air, because I could feel air being pushed out of here. Now, I know that air is contaminated with radioactive daughters of radon, and it's coating me, so it's not great, but, you know, short exposure shouldn't be that big of a problem. I mean, it looks like people have come down in here before. See all the footprints. It's weird that the walls are all black down in here. It's very silty, if you can see it. Ah, this goes for a while. I thought it was going to be backfilled, but it looks like it is not. It's like animals venture their way back in here. Wow, this is pretty big. Yeah, this goes on for a long time. There's like uranium up there. Let's see if I can get this to kind of like calm down a little bit. Like up there. How bright is my headlamp? That's my headlamp. Wow, this goes down for a while. Yeah, like up here. Yeah, there's probably looks like there's another room over there because there's a hole. That looks like the uranium right there. Wow. This goes on for a while. Yeah, all these little specks. It's all uranium, like in the ceiling right here. Like a lot of this stuff is, they say that uranium is actually part of a fossilized river. It's getting a little high in radiation here. It's probably this stuff right here. Might be some carnotite. Yeah, this looks like they're mining like up there. Well, let's keep going a little bit more, as I'm just huffing radon. And up here, you can actually see part of a fossilized tree. At least that's what it looks like there. I'm trying to have the light be a little more subdued so you can actually see it. Wow. And this just keeps on going. Yeah, so this is all the type of, like the uranium, that like this, it's like little vein right here that runs all the way down. They're just like following this all the way. Pretty cool. Just smells like normal air still, you know, mine air. Here's some more fossilized trees up there. You can see those. Pretty cool. Yeah, this just keeps on going. I just wanted that clip to save just in case whatever happened. Wow. Yeah, this just keeps on going. Now, I probably won't go too much further in here, only because I am alone. Yeah, look, this is, some of this actually came down from the wall here. So there's probably like little bits of uranium in here. Yeah, because you see all that carnotite kind of up there, and then along the walls here. Yeah, it's getting a little more interesting through here. Yeah, like right in there. That's the carnotite. And my Merata code. I should pull up my Merata code and actually see how radioactive it is down here. Because, ooh, yeah, look at that. That's very fascinating. Whoa. This is crazy down in here. Look at that. Whoa. Buddy. Like this all like slabbed off here. So this was, all this stuff was up here. And then it just came down. And now it's all laying here. Wow, that's pretty cool. And also terrifying. Yeah, this is amazing. Very cool stuff. I'll go a little bit further. I know I'm supposed to go that way. I'm just gonna go and look up here. That says out. Good to know. Yeah. More pillaring. Yeah, they were just getting at it down here. Wow. Oh man. Yeah, this is, I'll do right hand rules here. That's letting me know that there's a lot of radiation down here. There certainly is. Wow. Okay. Wow. I'm just gonna go right up here and then I'll turn around and go back that way. All right, I just want to save that video clip. Sometimes it starts kind of slow, so I have to say things over again. Wow. Now usually this black stuff is like uraninite. This can sometimes be some of the most radioactive deposits here. So I might have to get out my Radicode and see, or my Radeye B20, even though it's gonna be like crazy contaminated just from all the radon in here. But I'm curious to see if this is actually uranium. 12,000. Nothing crazy. So now this meter is going to be contaminated, obviously, but none of this is like really radioactive. And I think a lot of it, like this probably up here, probably isn't all uranium. It's probably just like the yellow bits you see up there. It's weird, my helmet was flashing a light, which probably means that it's getting low. So I should probably get out of here soon. That's nothing crazy, but definitely radioactive. All right, I think it's time to make like a whatever and get out of here. Whew. Jarquin is just going off. Let's see what it's like down here really quick. I'll put my finger over there. Yeah, it's like nothing too crazy down here, but boy, is that scary thinking that all came down there. Yeah, it's time to get out of here. Yeah, it's just reading high now the whole time. It's reading 19,000 counts per minute just walking through the mine. So, yep, it's contaminated the radon. It's going to shut it off. Now that the Radeye is completely contaminated, at least I still have the Radeye B20-ER. So if I really need to use one, I can still use that one. Won't be contaminated. You can't really see me. Here, I'll turn this off. Now you can kind of see me. Yep. But, yeah, pretty cool mine. Goes down for a while. Yeah, I bet this would fluoresce if I had my UV light down here. Man, I cannot imagine being lost down here. That'd be really bad. If this is like speed bumps. Yeah, they're getting at something up here. Yeah, pretty cool. All right, now it's just a straight shot out of here. I see light. Someone like lit a fire in here? Maybe. That's gonna do it for a look inside this uranium mine. I'm not sure actually which one it is, because it's not the Louisa tunnel, it's some other mine that's right by here. But I think I'm just gonna be going into this one today and all the way down to the Louise, because I'm pretty beat actually from moving all those rocks and hiking all around here with the camera. So I think I'm gonna call it good. So my clothes are reading about 27,000 counts per minute. Now, normal background radiation is around 35 counts per minute at my home in Montana. And that's just background radiation. So yeah, I'm a little radioactive right now, but I'm not worried about it, like I said, because in about 24 hours, all of those radioactive isotopes that are stuck to my clothes and my skin and my equipment, they will have decayed into a longer lived isotope like lead-210. And so that I'm not so worried about. And once I wash my clothes and take a shower, all that stuff will be off of me too. So it's not that big of a deal. Yes, I am radioactive, but no, I'm not scared about it. But if I worked down in that mine, oh yeah, I'd be really concerned, because that's a lot of radon down there. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.